Ooh, where would you put it then? A little closer to a little closer to 3?
2.5.
2.5. Okay, well, 2.5 frags incoming from Nerds. How about that one? Ready to hit this B site. We got 4 players into dark. Shush on the long lurk. We had that OG presence where they were taking a peek early on, but they've allowed for Heroic to get close. And in that proximity, we see them thrive. 2 instant kills. That's exactly what Heroic want to kick it all off. And I co-sign what our analysts had to say. It does feel like this is kind of Heroic's match to just walk in and stomp. The same way we would have wanted that with FaZe versus Rare Adam. We'll see if they can close the pistol or whether they get left embarrassed 3v5. Buzz gets 1 back from Temple, so the chances of the retake still alive. Has to come out, clears corners, all's good, tons of space, being given up by Heroic, but that front sight plant's gonna get Kickstand out in a moment. Moto trying to draw them all the way in. 2 more kills. No way. No way.
He got it.
2v5.
They pulled it off.
Start it. Oh.
They pulled it off. There's a buzz cut. There is a buzz cut for you, Heroic. Krisen is excited, and they should be. What a retake, man.
Oh,
I mean,
2v5.
That was fairly legit, you know what I mean, in terms of the other team not making too many mistakes. They all tried to peek. Of course, they could have coordinated between dark and long more easily, but at the same time, that's hard to know when to actually fully commit into the site to help your teammates. Also, you might even play a warm-up match on the same day in another event.
Well, oddly, this might be one of those moments where like OG actually gets a buff, right? Because they are also on boot camp. Yeah. So they've been playing all this online stuff. This is a rare recurrence for them where they actually get to hang out. It's a better environment than what they're used to. Moto and Nexius inside Temple to be contested. Krisen's got the flank though, so Shush's double not too worrisome. You know there's going to be upsets at the Showdown, Launders. We've cast a many, and this is the last Showdown. Has that sunk in yet for you?
That's something wrong about that, man. Yeah, it's the final Showdown. Yep. We could do like a nostalgic revival Showdown eventually one day. What do you think?
Fingers crossed. I'm down. We need to send another player into retirement. You know, Showdown is what gave us the RPK retirement story. That still might be the peak. Stuck with their noses to the screens like a kinder, waiting for anybody.
Yeah.
And their shortcomings.
That's how Pimp got his tan, just being so close to the monitor.
It's a blue screen. Blue screen burns, man. Buzz, ooh, they're close. So close that Nerds is just going to blast through the double. So easy 2K entry for Nerds. This is more like it, right? A nice solid A-site pop with the gun round out of Heroic. A couple stolen M4s. Already the fruits of their labor. So yeah, okay, you screwed up the 5v2 pistol, but they are back on track as quick as can be. At least even having the single star. It's a team and an organization that's operating on a budget. That's always kind of been the philosophy, but maybe now more so than ever. And I kind of like that it's a little more cutthroat, you know? Yep. No paycheck stealers from here on out.
And it used to be the case that... nice push, actually. So they expand over on B, and the same thing over on the A side. This is good activity from the CT side. They're putting a lot of pressure here and damage in on the T's attacking.
Oh, yeah, but Nerds, huh? Difference maker. Double kill again, just like the round prior. But yes, activity from CT side looked good. Felt constant and all across the map. So props for giving themselves a chance in the post plant. Fiku's coming through from storage. Big kill to get Nerds down. Kickstand stuck along the wall. Cleared out. Oh, gee. Oh, my. Robbing away another. I said Heroic, we're getting this one back on the road, but, well, here's their next hurdle. Go back to the dark peak. Dexter was ready for it. Oof. Oof. They keep going. Through dark into canal. In the face of Dexter, they do not hesitate. And we go 5v4 here. OG.
Not gonna lie, I mean, I think they'd be scared, but at the same time, you can't really fall back once you get out and turn, get out to the left. So committing's a little scary, but it's equally scary for Dexter to be like, all right, well, now I got to re-peek into their angle.
The recovery op, though. Nerds has a job, and it's always pleasant to see a Nerds op grace us every once in a while. Oh, good flashbang coming through from Moto. Supports Krisen for the one and done. Tess out middle with the Desert Eagle. Everybody's packing a punch. We're starting to take the gloves off, and things are getting a little messy. I welcome it. Moto, ooh, beautiful tracking on the second. Peeks in and along the wall, looking for the third kill. Won't be able to get it. So we go 1v1 here. And it's some distance still for Nexius to cover. Kixan at the health disadvantage. 2 kills deep, smoke on sight, and uncertainty creeps into the back of his mind. He is still yet to turn and clear flank. So Kixan getting off site now, pushing into it rather, excuse me, around the smoke.
So this is a moment where Nexius, if he goes up and above, might see someone's back. Kixan starting to think about the flank. Oh my gosh.
Beautiful timing.
Woo.
That internal ticker going for Kixan as he just does push away from sight, using the smoke, covering his flank, and then picking up the slack when needed. So huge one to close out and to keep Heroic afloat. And this 3-player pack in middle's got my interest, because if the Canals players aren't ready, there is nobody on the other side of the bridge to hold this push. So again, like, who's being most active?
Oh, man.
It's OG once more, and with this peek down middle, he straight up picks up the frag to Kixan, disengages off new angle. Love that from Dexter. Climbs up on top of the baskets. But then again, pressure from the other end. Buzz clips one. Fiku's Deagle nails another. And then Nertz gets swarmed from the bridge. Activity from OG. Name of the game, 20 to the clock. Bomb in possession of OG means Tesses has to double back. Fiku's Deagle tries to hit him hard. But again, does he play this? How's he going to pull this off? 5 seconds to spare once he grabs that bomb and gets back to sight. So it's desperate. Maybe too desperate. But what else do you do? He's going to try to swing himself towards it with the Deagle stuck on pillar. Down goes the second. 4 to the clock. He could win this. Tesses swings, and it's Moto to lock it in. OG giving him the fights, giving him the chance, but not giving him the clutch. He can cast, host, analyze, interview, and play.
With his new mic.
Even on a round where they're suspected to have better weapons, we're still getting some activity out of OG, so not afraid to take fights. But they left a gap in their defense, and what do you know? Heroic just kind of flood right through it, down the camera into the A plant with the cover of Nertz's Galil. Surely Nertz's Galil won't be able to win the entire round. Not in Buzz's mind. He chops him off. Shush has to double back. And as he does, looks for the Galil, but he doesn't get out to it. So, Shush, yeah, desperate one. Even pulling a player off the defuse is going to be a tough job, but Tech9's ready to roll. Frag grenade goes deep. Fiku, a second off. Oh my god.
And they at least have a kit, right? So it's okay.
My god.
Otherwise, it gets sketchy. Nice one for Shush. I think one thing is for sure, Heroic have done better when they've had full guns, but on this one, Shush still only has a Deagle.
Tesses looking to bully somebody. And he can just flex the prowess, but the utility
is good. It's really good.
Dude, fire all across middle. We had 2 Ts thinking that they could just get hyperactive, think that they could just take their fights because they're the hot shots, the head honchos, the numero unos. It ain't the case, okay? OG coming to play. This is the showdown. You're in their court, seemingly, here on Anubis thus far.
Yeah. No, I think there's something to that, man. It's a new arena. The internet arena.
Ooh, Nexius peeks into 3 players ready for him. Don't think he saw all 3, though. Buzz still cautious of the A hit. Krizen's going to lock in back plat. Quiet approach here from Heroic, but now they are that close. Basically stepping on sight as Kixan gets the entry. Nice peek from Nertz around pillar. 2 players low, and the third that had the most health dead. Fiku looking for the multi-frag off plat yet again. Oh, great reload, but he's going to need it. Peeking again, left to right. Bomb planter now.
Man.
Hands no longer busy. Nertz to the 1v2. They could line up. He gets back into the corner, peeks off of it, and gets another frag. So many rounds coming down to the minute, to the 1vx, to the 1vx, but it's OG yet again, racking up these round wins. Yeah, we're starting to get a blowout territory, folks. And it's not because it's T-side Anubis, but rather just some real prickly OG players with very good grenades throughout the half. Again, they expose the staircase, but maybe starting to get a little readable. Heroic posturing 2 players top stairs, where previously only Dexter was holding that on his own. And in addition, they throw that rug player into the mix too. So nice hold to get the 5v3, but then we get Krizen pulling one back.
Yeah, we'll see if Shush did a little bit too much in this position, but we are looking at Dexter and Nert so low off of that push. So it's not as if this round is totally over. And you can see that there's a little bit of trepidation from Heroic, who don't know exactly if they should commit to a site right away, even though they have this. It just feels like it's a man advantage, but by a hair. And the CTs are going to be walking around 3 full strength guys. Oh, that's a big find. Nurse goes down, and he's walking over to B. And Krizen keeps going.
Yeah, I like that. Right?
Yeah.
It's kind of been like the mantra of OG throughout the half. Just keep going.
Yeah.
Just keep going.
The rotations are going to come in
high road
a little slower.
That ain't it. He has to make sound. So unfortunately, Krizen gives away the flank, but Buzz is also there and has remained silent. Oh, they go for the dark peek, and Moto just pulls Kixan off the play. They were thinking that's where they take man advantage. Instead, they lost it, and now Dexter's going to find himself dead. That is OG back again. 3v5.
Another defuse. Another 3v5. Wow. 5 straight that he's in jeopardy. And he has to wait for his teammates to get in a position as well. So the double swing is interesting, but they could also just sit there back to back and, hold in a more standard way. Now Moto gets just a single kill. There's Nerds looking for the rampage. Oh, won't happen though. Nerds ran in. Bomb was still outside the site. He was just trying to go off of this.
Oof. Maybe Dexter can be the saving grace at the tail end of this half. Krizen not looking away from middle. Good patience. It pays off. Sure, you conceded the A site, but so be it. You've been able to retake so many rounds. Why bother panicking about it now? TSS comes out, joins Dexter. And all this slow approach from Heroic does is really give OG a chance to reposition. Krizen goes all the way through CT spawn to join Fiku up in storage. And Nexius has cleared out all of middle too in the potential situation where there's any sort of a lurk. So it's all eyes forward here for OG in round 11. Trying to queue up another retake. Miss smoke. That's destined for long A. Would have forced Dexter out. However, he still plays forward, even without the smoke blocking him. He changes up his spot.
Oh my.
Inside the fire. Burns down to 35. SS is missing shots entirely. And now Dexter's got to come back in. Clean first kill, but Fiku's defusing the bomb, and it's not even planted for long. What are we watching?
Oh my god, that's another set of beautiful pieces of utility here coming out from OG and another retake. It's a 2v3 situation, but you can see where everything is placed.
It's not just Heroic leaving a bunch to be desired, but rather OG just playing some good CS too. Very clearly their map pick. Very clearly comfortable and confident and constantly active to boot, which, listen, I'll sign up for all day long. Getting up in there.
Gonna walk into that.
Moto, triple. Like it's nothing. They present themselves one after another. The wide swing up close also shut down. 7 kills in this half between TSS and Shush combined.
They weren't even.
And they're gonna have to 2v5.
They weren't even talking to each other. There was nothing from Kixan there to try to set up or displace his aim before Dexter peaked. That was the most standard way he could have done it, and it was the easiest angle to hold because you're not exposed to anything else.
Oof. And Nexius is here to close it. Moto gets to 16 frags on the half after that 3K hold where Heroic didn't even test him. If he can transition to that success to the early bit of this second half, then GG go next. Map pick of OG, prime for the taking here. Unfortunately, just so much left to be desired between TSS, Shush, and Dexter. All being negative in the KD at the moment. Nerch tried his damnedest with a few double entries. Here in the pistol, it's looking a little better. Dexter gets the double kill, falls back with a chance for more. But we already saw OG win a 2v5 last pistol.
They're going to compete this. Oh, they just queued up the double peek, man. It's beautiful. Yep. Dexter's still looking. There's the kit.
And look at this. Now they isolate the kill versus a player with little HP. To jump back on Nerds would be impossible, you'd assume.
Oh,
Prison.
that's beautiful.
Wow. That's team play. They're doing it, Mo. They're doing the damn thing, but it's not over. TeSS, get it. Surely TeSS can finish this. Fresh magazine as he jumps out. Underhanded flash, he's blind. This is insane. TeSS back around, getting chased, puts him down. A little respect on TeSS's name. How about that? Because an underhanded flash obelisk wrap is insane.
That was still a great try from OG.
Those little moments of team play are nice. I like
man,
it.
jumping out with your head down to bait out Nerds,
yeah.
like, that's great. Instead of just like, I'm going to take this frag and trade me.
Not bad at all. You know, Jacob was a little bit harsh in his pregame when he said, like, it couldn't be worse. This new OG, it couldn't be worse than what we used to have to watch. And I do feel like this is a team that's got some fresh life in them. So,
only facts.
Starting to co-sign the statement. Buzz, MP9 kill. Fiku with the Glock. And we go 2v2 again. But that's fine. Shush is on the dark flank, bombs in front of him. And he finds that perfect timing to sweep away their hopes of embarrassing Heroic yet again.
Yeah, okay. Glocks. Nice try.
You know, a crack in the attack. Jumping around, getting a little haphazard there as Shush creeps through the smokes. But again, it's costly. And right back to
Moto.
it. Why not?
Hello,
I mean,
Moto.
You know, if I ask who the best player in the server is right now, I don't even think I'd call that a question.
Dagster. Are you talking about last 3 months or?
Talking in spirit, Mohan.
Dom.
Form.
Oh my gosh. They just got schooled on this round.
Yeah, I blinked. I missed it.
They're still defaulting, Connor.
You know, it's activity, right? It's the very same thing that we praised OG's defense for that it seems Heroic try to throw out this round. The difference being 2 guys get stuffed on the long peak.
Actually, you see that.
Their bodies inside of one another.
Yeah. You see that because, well, that's only 1 spotted, so not 2. So they might go too quickly into A, which is nice. But he said also in the pregame, some maps obviously more well prepared than others with the limited amount of time.
Right. Yeah, the depth of their abilities is definitely going to be drawn into question, but it's nice to see that on obviously their pick for the series. They genuinely feel prepared for this. They feel confident in their moves, and not only confident, I would say well-oiled, right? Like almost cerebral between players at times. Considering Buzz and Device came up on Face It together. Shush almost has a full gap in that smoke to take a look through, but no, Utility gets his entire team into the bomb site. Everybody here. That's a little nutty. Shush lines up 2 headshots, brother. And Moto finds one from the back of Fountain. So at least we get the instant response. And the bomb planted to boot. How do Heroic unravel this one?
No nades.
Announces himself. Look how far away still some of these Heroic players are, dude. Nerds is cautious about the flank. We've got finally Kixan coming to join them down camera as the smokes begin to fade. TeSS to bricks. It's going to be attacks from 4 directions coming through from Heroic, and Nexius's position goes unnoticed, so he has a chance to strike. He gets himself the kill. Dexter's double is huge, and they'll jump on top of the bomb with no kits. No kits, but enough time. Don't sweat it. Don't stress it. It is indeed Heroic's 5th.
Not even close. Oh my God. If Moto right there had to hold that flank, obviously, if he did, it would have been impossible to trade. And the 10-second stick wouldn't have come down. What is this from Shush? He can't even see the second player. That's a ridiculous spray almost entirely through the box.
You'd think there's something behind this. Can Kixan hang on to middle on his own, though? That's a big question as the pack of OG players prepare themselves for door control. Jumping across right now to take the spot. CT's trying to play elsewhere, right? We get this long B peek that gets punished, and then suddenly there's a smoke up in Kixan's face. So Dexter's going to get torn through. Mac 10. We get the peak player dead. SMGs prevail in the hands of Crizzen.
They ain't ready for this.
All of a sudden, OG planting for their 12.
Heroic are not ready for this at all. Look how good that attack was. They once again shut down a simple play that Heroic tried to make. I mean, they're doing the bare minimum. You know, they're not doing too much. They're trying to come in demure, mindful, not doing too much. Maybe they should do a little more.
Kixan hasn't even had a fight until now. He'll pick it up, but the bomb's about to pop, and that is indeed the 12th of the board. So nice to see OG continuing from the success of the first half. It wasn't some fluke, but well-oiled war machine on both ends. And Kixan's AK taken away.
Oof. You remember we casted this where he got like 3K in this exact spot. It was, I mean, it was great. I don't know if he'd be pulling off any retakes though, so hopefully they come towards him.
Nert's in the corner. Yep. Molotov spreads a little late, but it gets there. Crizzen may never move this way.
Maybe.
Buzz hanging on for the peak.
Yes! He got a kill.
Yes! But now they know about it, so what do you do about it? What is the protocol in place when the Negev reveals itself top middle? There is no preparation for this. We're off the books, okay? We're playing some street CS. And Fiku has yet to manage to get his way through long B. Kixan, again! A second! There is no protocol in place to deal with the Kixan Negev top mid.
Yeah, what do you say about that, Maui Snake? What do you say about that?
Well, you see, the thing is, well, cultural impact.
All right, well, there's still a chance, actually.
Clutch.
That Fiku clutch.
Yeah. Yes, indeed, there was a chance, but it does get taken. For some reason, Shush doesn't save the Negev. That's weird. And we go on to the next one, but at least it's a jovial-looking Heroic as they laugh off nearly losing in embarrassing fashion.
It is, but now CG side again with the low buy. Oh my god, look at that. What's the argument against it? That's what I want to know.
Let's see if OG can close out with lesser weapons.
Yeah, look at this. The way they're setting up right now, there's no third rotation. Kixan's starting to run over slowly. This is scary for Tessaz.
Lets them go by. They prioritize Jail. He will stuff Crizzen out of the round, but Buzz has gotten the entry, wrapping around the bomb site. Moto comes in with his. Oh, and there it goes. Back the other way. Kixan, 2 headshots, plus the Degster op in position. Buzz has already got 1. Degster falling back. Oh my god, he's been cleared out. But the bomb is over towards Jail. Difficult spot here for Buzz. One where he could grab a weapon. They've given him the space, but he's just so cautious that there's another player in Temple.
Yeah, there's still.
And he does go back for it. How does he pull this off?
You know, the bomb could, in theory, be spotted. And Buzz, he can close off this angle slowly if he wants to. It's possible if he's careful. We'll see.
It's a difficult approach with them both on the angle. And there we go. Peeks into it. They held. They knew what they had to get done. And Heroic not going to fall victim to that one.
How many other guns could have won that round? How much money was involved? Etc.
Flash for Shush. Well placed flashbang. And he gets away, but barely.
So first good sign here for the CT side. They get an opening kill.
I don't like the tone you used. It sounded like they were noobs when you said that.
Yeah, because like these other rounds, it's been the T side to get the opening kill every time, and now it's very clean.
Looks like Heroic have woken up. Everybody hitting shots now. Everybody contributing with kills. Everything is looking better. Everything is looking, Launders.
was a TSS 1v2 on the pistol round. Oh, it's an important duel to win. Again, majority of these opening duels have been OGs in this T side. Inhuman Molotov.
God, TSS stuck back flat right now. No support at the moment because we've got Kickstand over towards A site. Now sprinting towards B.
Oh no, Dexter!
Uh-oh. TSS has been smoked off, so there's nothing he can do to stop any potential long entry other than just hope the spam hits. Kickstand does get into position. Flash goes deep onto the plat, then Kickstand dies empty-handed. TSS, it may have been a 1v2 in the pistol, but it's going to have to be so much more right here, right now. Peeks in with his second, dies out to Fiku. Shush to the clutch, and they swing into him. A double, 15. He peeks and dies, and there's the 13th round.
There's Vladi.
OG, close it. Vladi's pumped, and they will indeed catch what was a sleepy-looking heroic at the start of this series. Over towards the ramp, sit 2, dualies included. Moto was lights out back on Anubis. Tested in the pistol here. Okay, passing the test with flying colors. Oh, 4 on the Beretta.
Where's the pop-off? Oh, hell yeah.
Hit him. Hit him hard and hit them fast, and don't let Heroic into this match. That's the game plan if you're OG. You started strong on Anubis. You can do the same damn thing on this CT side right now.
And like what Maui pointed out, oh, yeah, that's what it is, the hero of the dualies. Back in the pirate days, this was the weapon of choice.
Actually, they would have used flintlock pistols and would have had to reload after every shot, Laundry.
Yeah, but would they have had them akimbo?
What do you mean you cured scurvy? You eat an orange. All right, we got a gun round. And Shush
Oh,
just
the mollies!
2 Molotovs, deep and close inside Squeaky. But at the same time, Buzz gets aggressive on the ramp. So you earn a 5v4 just to hand it right back.
Yeah, that would have been a good... Wow, I just love the activity once again here on the map. The way that they're approaching. It was good that Dexter doesn't get tunnel vision as they, you know, when they lose to a push like that, you might think, all right, well, it's a little scary. And Crimson, man, he's staying out here.
It's
insanely
confident.
God. He just does it carefully, like he approaches carefully, sees they fall back a bit. The important thing is, though, that it just keeps going. Like, they don't peek back at him. He's got the HP advantage. So here it is, Kristen, up to bat.
New position, doesn't get one, and Moto stuck up in heaven now.
Oh, the molly.
Teammates look to scramble, 15 to the clock. Bomb's gonna have to be planted around the side, around the back. Kickstand has to push forward. This is gonna put Dexter in a bad spot. Fiku's looking to pressure. Oh! He doesn't get the target. The bomb goes down. Nexius comes out from the main smoke. Backside holds heaven. Nertz gets his. Dexter tucks in. And as Nexius presses into the backside, he's given himself a hell of a chance. The quietest player on Anubis. In for the 4K, but bested by Dexter. Holy hell.
Wow, that was really close. Noob tube out here for Fiku.
Let's get it. Auto shotty on the A floor. Looking for the hut control. Feels like you're kind of taking a page out of Shush's own book, but Mac 10 survives. It's all about the headshot, and Shush hits it. A little blunt force trauma to the chest, but he'll sit on 34 HP as his 2 teammates take outer, and we're queuing up the secret peek here from Buzz.
That's good. It's a good timing to try to do something like this. They have some pressure out from Big Garage, and there it is, the free frag. Very nicely played here for Buzz. They're kind of not prepared for how many options OG are willing to partake in at any time. I mean, they're just doing a good job of being illegible, essentially. Like, OG are doing a lot of pushes that in isolation would be normal, but they're doing a lot of good change-ups. And also, I mean, kind of tough map, I guess, for Heroic to prep. They did see all of OG's CT side in, you know, the one game versus Paravision, but they don't know anything else. That's spotted.
Yeah,
Wow,
nicely
beautiful
done.
played,
Passive
man.
angle, doesn't jump the gun, doesn't panic on the
Oh
first
my
shot.
God.
Ben keeps the pressure up. Sees a third body coming at him. Very much committed to the Crizzen fight here, and now he's just teasing him. Now he's playing with him.
No.
Dude, Crizzen is dominating outside.
That shows you that you'd see a round like that with a new team and a player maybe you haven't heard of Crizzen before and go, wow, that guy's a star fragger. He's the IGL, folks, and he just played that 3K like he was a star rifler. That was beautiful. I mean, the confidence with the way that he peeked into this, the second one as well, like how did he think he was going to get away with that? And then how did he?
Back to the outer hit with numbers. Nert's very quick on the entry at this point, so it looks like Crizzen's got his hands full this round. Nertz has afforded the cross. Timing of Tesses could have caught Crizzen. Could still, in fact. Stays perched above him. Moto just clips Dexter on the smoke. Tesses will activate, comes through. Standing on 17 health as Shush also gets out behind Vent. So a good challenge, but oh, he turns his back trying to reposition into the corner, looking to serve as maybe just a hold on the flank, but now Moto down in the lower sight. Oh, he tags Nertz on the cross. Moto doesn't have a frag grenade, doesn't have a molly. Very tough spot for him to get out of here. They're trying to pressure on top of him. Nertz will swing up close and clear him. His bomb is planted. Tesses, much like Shush, waiting for a chance to strike unsuspecting targets. And the trade comes back, so is the retake on or not?
Yeah, we'll see. They might push into Buzz, right? They might get uncomfortable sitting here on the ramp. We'll see. Oh, Buzz just so careful. It's a clean cut on the Nertz. Kixan left alone. They could know he's the planter.
He's swinging out wide on top of the bomb. Oh, and he gets dropped on, but no kit. No kit for Buzz. Does he have the time?
Oh, he seems like he's not super happy about the situation, and it's coming down to the last second, but he might be able to grab it. Nicely done from Buzz. And you know what? He could have stayed up there and done the little bit of shoulder peeking thing and wait till Kixan got uncomfortable to peek, but then he would have lost on time. He jumped down immediately for that trade. That is so well done.
Down 5-1. Back with a buy. In with a little tempo here. Bit of pressure for the A site to deal with. Crizzen, new position. We've seen him pretty constantly prodding the outer play. Not this close to the red box, though. And Tesses is walking through unsuspecting. Doesn't even think of the possibility. Doesn't even have a thought that that could be there. And so down he goes. Luckily for him, Nertz is hot on the trade frag. Coming around the side of the smoke. Nertz will not let his guard down, but he still gets bested by Nexius, up to 8 kills. Dexter's gonna make his move. He gets caught out by a corner camp out of Buzz, and we have OG back in winning ways.
Just nasty stuff here from OG. Everyone's individual decision-making and positioning has just worked out extraordinarily well. This is far beyond, I think, what you could expect from this lineup in this matchup here at the Showdown on day one, but my God, OG are turning heads. Crizzen as an individual and as a caller, it feels like has done a ton. Moto as an opper on this team, and you know, even Buzz.
I was one of the big critics back at the start of the season, saying like, okay, so we've kept Keto, whose individual level just didn't seem up to snuff. All right, your in-game leader is a stand-in, and so you know, what were the expectations for OG really at groups to avoid this very showdown? Fluid team play that Crizzen seems to have been able to inject into this OG team so quickly. And shout out Moto, top performing player back-to-back maps. So if that is the winning formula, you know, we're getting a display of it throughout this series. I don't want to talk about Heroic like they're dead, but it is about to be 8-1, drawn into the off. Just activity out of OG. You love to see it, don't you? As a Counter-Strike fan, screw the orgs at the top of the board. It's not about, you know, who's expected to win. It's about the CS. And right now, OG bring it. Luckily, Heroic have an answer here in round number 9. But Buzz chews a bit of health away, trying to queue up his teammates to succeed yet again. Because even when Heroic find these mid-round openings, it tends to get shut down by OG.
But look at this. I mean, there's still 2 more guys outside. Okay, Tassus is waiting for it. Oh my, how could you expect a long flank around Big Garage from Buzz? I mean, they're just so active.
And Buzz just saw Kixan.
They're playing towards the attack, and then they're constantly replenishing the players that die.
Sound looking for the deep garage kill first, looking to isolate them. He's found the right road. He's figured this out. Nicely done. Molotov to heaven. It's a bit of pressure.
Wow, no commit.
Oh, gives up 40 of his health. Now, that does give Buzz the timing to go for the smoke spam. He's going to try to nade it open, but bomb's already planted. Oh my god, this is rambunctious, but it doesn't matter. The pressure keeps Kixan on his toes. Moto jumps in for the defuse, and OG absolutely feeling it as they go up 8-1. SS.
Oh,
the entry. Oh, gets it. So that's Buzz bested. And anything that can save Heroic's T side at this point will be welcomed. Still chance at 4 rounds on the half. And sure enough, we go 5v3 here for Heroic. So they've taken their beating, and now they're looking to dish it out themselves. Surely they won't lose a 5v3 post plant. No, sir. TSS is second, starting to come alive finally in this series in round 10 of map 2. A multi-frag, much needed, and a sigh of relief for Heroic ever so slightly.
Yeah, much cleaner rounds, 100%. And this has a matter of isolated duels that happen, one outside, one at the ramp, and no way to trade these players for once here for OG. So they give it a shot. Shush in the post plant on top of T roof.
If it works, at this point, it works. Setting up the A-hit, smokes outer. Molotov to the top of Hut in a moment, but the CT's posture inside of Hut instead, trying to take the fight as a duo, but do they get too over-aggressive? It's a swap into the AK for Nexius. His hands busy as his teammate falls. Meanwhile, we got the kill out of Crizzen elsewhere. He held on to the main point. He's going deep,
and he has a space.
2 mollies. He finds Sanctuary and man advantage, and as he holds this, he almost shuts down TSS to boot. But we go back 2v2 with an op on Squeaky. It's a good thing TSS didn't just back up now.
And they're still very worried about the late mini play. TSS has the waiting for the last second to molly the vent before the plant goes down, and Buzz got to make his way to ramp now.
Flashed it over towards the decon side, flash down to the vent. Moto finds it clear for the taking. TSS looks to double back. That's going to be 2 players control side. Moto just has bullets whiz by him. And sure enough, Dexter hits the headshot. So not looking to let this one fall through their fingers. Heroic still gunning for that coveted 4-round half. Buzz, no kit, no nades.
He took his fast
He makes
step.
the loud step, yeah. So now his hand has been revealed. We've got TSS with a clean reposition over towards single door with the bomb planted backside for him. So yeah, done right then and there. Moto kind of overstepping from the vent, getting caught out before Buzz can do anything to help him. That double up from Heroic after the slow crawl downstairs. It's again, slight sigh of relief here as Heroic start to take back a few rounds on the half.
There was always the chance that they come and peek that anyway. Maybe they forget or think he would have escaped, so why not stay? And honestly, this brand of OG has been pretty aggressive, so I like that they stick to their guns. But Heroic now have a chance to make a real T-half. Oh, great shot.
And yeah, they know what they've got. A little wall bang through the blue box. Blood in the water is, I think, kind of the mantra of these last moments for Heroic's T side. OG came out swinging with a formidable CT side. Still an 8-4 lead. Ain't nobody going to take that back from them. But Heroic, just like back on Anubis, kind of catch their footing as things seemed in free fall. Better late than never, they say. But is it still too little? We'll find out in the second half as this 2v5 retake from main has very little likelihood of coming home. First peek's clean, bomb beyond the halfway point. Damage is good and the trade frag's fine, but it's the fact that there's 5 of them. Just so many Heroic players up inside this bomb site. They do indeed close the half with 3 rounds in a row. T-side pistol could be worth its weight in gold. They are now the GG bet odds favorites to win the series with this 8-4 lead on map 2 with Anubis in their back pocket.
Oh, come on.
Oh, you're kidding. Wow. A little bit of game sense goes a long way. A little bit of luck goes even further. Connects the 2 headshots. Shush puts the Berettas to the head of Crizzen, and Nertz finds his 3rd kill on the pistol. If you thought Crizzen was impressive outside, let's give Nertz a little runway, shall we?
Let's see. Yeah, at least get that runway with this pistol. And we'll get a real good look at it. Would you look at that?
Would you just look at it?
Donk-esque.
Or Fiku has to believe he's got a chance, but nope, not this time. CT side begins with heroic and success. That is now 4 rounds in a row. All right, first gun round. Let's see what Crizzen's been cooking. It was 2 strong CT sides for OG, even on Anubis, their own map pick. The T-half started to kind of lose a bit of momentum. We're gonna get TessS queued up for an aggressive play into lobby. Yes, sir. Missed off shot though. Fiku almost gets a double trade frag back on his ex-teammate.
Can't just miss those, Dexter. Got to be on point. We saw one highlight round from him where he got the 2K, went in through Unbreakable, but that's kind of the only moment that we've seen from Dexter so far in the series. You know? There was one thing about the debut with Dexter on this roster. It was like, whoa, he slots in right away and he's amazing.
Yep. CS2 didn't miss a beat, but
yeah,
he had a long time away from play. Oh, Shush peeks in before Nexius has that smoke cover, exposed it in the open. And now we find ourselves in a place where, you know, Heroic have health advantage. Bomb is still down outside of spawn. And Fiku really wants to finish off this kill, but the problem is Dexter's got the angle with the op. And he ain't moving.
Bane.
Crizzen 10 HP here, Mohan, to get active with.
Yeah, Nexius, or sorry, Shush commits upstairs. Crizzen is coming in from behind. They're playing an interesting setup because Dexter could actually let this go. And they're not going to
get noticed.
Yeah, surely they're not ready for him, but they're also coming in from heaven, right?
He's going to try to pounce, sprays him down.
Oh, he went to pick up the gun.
Fiku, second player in. Shush.
There's the bomb.
Didn't realize he hadn't killed the actual player that got the first frag. Dexter doesn't take the hut flank, goes around it. Guess what?
It's
Door's
closed.
Oof. Molotov lands in hut. That is the save call, and OG finagle their way to a round win early on the T side. So 3-round lead and an open door for this T side, but look at this group up for ramp, and it's not going to be Dexter's op to try and get the better of them. It's TessS with no utility.
No utility.
He's taking originally a narrow angle, so when he does go for the peak, it's just so many players prepared for him. TessS just didn't have the tools for the job. Can Kixan recover? He's already got Crizzen down on double doors. Good peel off of the buzz frag, but instant headshot from the SMG. It's a scramble. We've got 2 CTs out from vent, attacking the site from both ends. A frag for the smokes to pop it open. Dexter peeks, dies, the moto, and now this post plant seems guaranteed.
You just gave that away? There's no chance here for his, 2 other guns to come in on the retake. That position is completely lost now. And we'll see if Nertz can get out of this. He's still in an interesting spot where he slipped by the defense. Could he actually defuse, or are they flanking him? Oh, no kit.
So odds unlikely. There is one on the doorway, so he could have still made the play unnoticed. Good catch, production. But it is indeed an OG 10th.
Man.
TessS, no nades on ramp, Mohan, and then also just kind of peeks into the angle a little bit late when they could have already walked up, in which case they had. They've burned all their utility here in the response of some opening spam. They're going to try to put Shush's solo M4 into lobby, but he gets bested. Good angle here by Buzz. M4 gets grabbed by Dexter at the very least. But it's awkward. Their smoke went down the vent. If that was destined for main.
Well, it's so voluminous, it just takes up the entire thing.
Voluminous. Word of the day.
It's them new CS2 smokes. So bloomin' voluminous.
Anders voluminous.
Oh. Yeah,
that's not supposed to happen.
Man, that was just like
luckily
a free ADR round that he missed out on right there.
Buzz still sat up top to cover it. Rifle changes hands for the second time, but luckily Nexius, that guaranteed insurance policy on the main ramp into the double kill.
Yeah,
it hasn't been smooth sailing for Heroic as of late. Their last 3 games, all versus, you know, lesser opposition. Furia, 3D Max, MIBR, losing a map each and every step of the way, at the very least, if not the series in general. So this is just another notch in the losses, and one that would remove them from attending the fall finals. You said at the start of this,
what?
You said, you know, we never see them at Showdown, which I'm not sure if is entirely true, but I know what is true is we always see them at the spring and fall finals, right? This is a team led by Cadian back in the day that even when they'd have hiccups would end up coming through towards the end of the season. No Heroic at the last fall final, the final fall final. It just seems unlikely. But we'll see if Kickstand can turn things around, because we're at 15 seconds and these T's have still yet to kind of get into a bomb site. We've got Nertz in the back of the B site. We've got a vent player throwing himself down here. They have allowed for this to come down to the final wire, and Nertz is going to blindside one. There's the ramp peak. Perfectly timed, perfectly tethered. This game ain't over yet.
Okay, yeah, they did take way too long in the setup phase right there. And when they ran downstairs, there were so many rotations in place. They didn't have any lurk. They didn't have any vent control.
I did a quick deep dive. I'm actually incredibly wrong. They lost at the last Showdown as well. To OG.
Oh, to
2-0.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah.
Different lineup. Ooh. Same result. Nexius. What a shutdown on the push.
Beautiful second headshot, huh? Just right there with it. He has had a total turnaround between map 1 and 2. Now Chris again outside gets the better of it, so they go up 5 versus 2 and give themselves a golden chance at 5 map and match points. Just got to put that bomb down on B, and it's all but guaranteed. Kickstand's going to go for lobby control and find nothing.
Yeah, I mean, they have the vents control. They can only be ramp or secret. Secret's already been taken over by the T side. CT's going to just be hoping and praying there's lurks coming out, because at the end of the day, they're going to be retaking through ramp, and it's going to be slow. OG can take time to set this up. They're in a 5v4. They're still thinking about doing everything correctly, but I mean, it would take a hand of God at this point for this to go wrong. All right. And Chrisian's already ensuring the round is over.
So going back to the last loss, right, the last Showdown, the difference was that was a similar OG formula. That's when they had Heavy God, right? We put all the stock into like having a star when they had Degster and Flamesy. That's kind of been OG's big thing. And that was this breakout moment for Heavy God. I remember Maui Snake was losing his damn mind at the Showdown because of that one. And you know, it was that was the shortcoming. This is a different formula, OG, right? Not until Liquid make it. Them's the rules.
Oh, yeah.
Nertz holds back with Shush. 2 MP9s sprinkled in with the better weapons. It's all about the timing here for Nertz, and he's not going to just overcook it. He's not going to stick around if not needed. Tessas, what is this? What? A double deagle, and then Nertz just draws them into his domain. He played that perfectly. Oh, just cuts off half of the pack. Well, while the other half of that pack got blasted away by Tessas. So Heroic, banking on some strong individuals, go flawless with pistols and SMGs.
Okay, tell me how. Tell me how, Tessas, how you made that happen. Okay.
All right.
Ah, that was
nice.
Yeah, that was nice. But Tessa's going to play low util ramp again. You got to be very careful. Saw what happened last time.
Especially with Moto's off trained on him right now. Oh, Nertz.
Wow, what a spray.
He'll win that outer fight again. He's starting to become the shining star of Heroic, as you could expect. Tessas doesn't fall immediately all the way back. Degster comes over to help, but there is no overcommitment here from OG just yet. They group up with 4. Here it comes. Degster, fine, re-peaks, excellent. And it's the 3rd attempt that costs him. Moto on the recovery here is still nailing some tough shots, but there's a player down beneath to sweep him away. And it's all good Heroic. That's 10.
That's 10. That's a clean hold. And that's the sort of security that TSS was looking for the last time around. But OG aren't going to come forward with any kind of upper rush. They haven't really done that at all. Oh, but a big one out of Shush. Yep. Another kill into Squeaky.
Buzz just trying to throw the smoke out. Gets caught and killed. Crossover. Smoke soon to fade. No further damage on the spam just yet. So Krizen sticking around outer, making some sound. Of course, Shush would have heard that towards main. Cautious as they optimistically set their eyes down towards lower. Nertz just looking for the contact.
Oh, I got him!
Fiku! Beautiful headshot.
And look at him running now.
CT's trying to run. Nexius gives cover on the vent. That is exactly what they need, but it was big damage. Shush did big damage. TSS slides out, finishes the job. Him and Kixan.
But now they go back upstairs, surely.
Wait,
what?
They fight. Fiku goes swinging in. The bomb is in control. And that's TSS to now try and clutch 1v3 of 4K needed. And 20 seconds still. Krizen's trying to come down from ramp. There's a Molotov picked out, and he peeks the window to falter. TSS dies, and for 2 consecutive Blast Showdowns, OG eliminate Heroic.